So one time I was hanging out with some Canadians. This is always a good story when it starts like that.
The other day.
Yeah. The other day I was hanging out with some Canadians. No, one time when I was hanging out with some Canadians, and actually it was during Mardi Gras, which is topical. Mardi Gras was yesterday. Big up to all those who did something for Fat Tuesday. We were coming home from Mardi Gras. I had a braggadocious gig in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. It was amazing. And I was flying home, and we were snowed in where were we? Salt Lake City, Utah. And there were some Canadians on the plane. And so we were all stuck in Salt Lake City. It was on a Sunday. I'll never forget, because you can't buy alcohol on a Sunday in Utah, and it was terrible. Plane full of people off of Mardi Gras getting snowed in with no drinks. We were all pissed. But we were hanging out in the lobby with a couple of Canadians, and I was like, you guys are like real Canadians, huh? Because they looked really Canadian. And so I asked them, I was like, what is a derogatory term for a Canadian? Like, what can you call a Canadian that gets them offended?
American.
Hey!
And I was like, is it like hoser? Because hoser is like something I've heard in the past. And they laughed. They're like, no, hoser is definitely nothing that we would laugh at that too. So I asked them, and they said, you know what would upset a Canadian is if you called a Canadian a newfie. Because I guess there's an area in Canada called Newfoundland that's like a whole different kind of Canadian. And so they make fun of them as being different than the normal Canadians. And so they call them newfies as a derogatory term. Big up to all the Canadians. Hoser is awesome. That's a great name. I love that. I'll always be stuck on hoser. Word up.